It's getting cold, so why not do a cold plunge? If you're someone that struggles with any type of just getting up, having no drive and no sense of direction of where you're going, man, I read a part in this book. Let me find it real quick for you. I want to try to keep these videos raw as much as possible as well. But I put it on my story. I'm gonna throw it in. I'm gonna throw it into you guys as well. It says the only person you can control is you. So focus on making yourself who you want to be. Faster, stronger, smarter, more humble, less ego. Discipline your body, free your mind, get up early, and go. Go after it, and you'll become the person you want to be. And you'll become that person through one small decision at a time. And before even reading this, I already started building a routine in place. And like, when I tell you I build a routine, I have everything. I check it off. I got my goals for the day that I gotta hit. I got my daily checklist of what I gotta do. I have the calendar of every time I'm gonna do it, every single day. And if you follow me on Instagram, you see me waking up 4 in the morning doing things. What time? It's 5:37 a.m. But the reason I'm telling you this is because I used to sleep in. I used to have no drive, no power, no will of doing anything. I had no sense of direction of where I was going to go to my goals. I had no clue. I was lost. Ever since I did one small decision, though, it's changed so much. Just this routine has changed so much my mind, my mindset, my discipline. Being able to sit down and put effort into work, something that's going to get me closer to my goals. All it takes is one small decision. And it's up to you whether you want to make that happen or if you want to keep living in that day-to-day life that you live in, getting nowhere, not getting 1% better and staying stagnant. It is up to you to figure that out, though. After I hit cardio, usually I'll hit the gym in the morning, but today I don't want to. I want to hit it later in the day. But I always bring my bag, take a shower here. I like to be quick, so I'll just take a shower here. Now I'm headed to the crib. Doesn't know me, my name's Eric, and I'm going to be documenting my whole journey. In the past, I was making videos purely for entertainment. Now I just want to make videos purely for value. I'm hoping within these videos I can just change your guys' life with just the value and knowledge. And that's really what I'm here for, to really, maybe some of y'all can relate anything I go through. I'm gonna start doing more talks and everything I'm learning on my journey of just, becoming a fitness coach and growing my own business, and maybe giving y'all some advice if y'all are wanting to grow a business. I will sit here and say, I don't know everything, the ins and out of it, so I wouldn't coach anyone on growing a business yet. But this is also a video for me to look back on, and any of y'all that look back on from 6 months to a year from now, just to see the difference of how my life has changed and evolved. I'm gonna start making more YouTube videos. It's just gonna be more consistent. I'm gonna be pumping out some like day in the lives, and then just talking videos. I'm gonna have my resilient mind episodes, and it's just basically instilling a mindset and just making you guys just stronger as men. I've come to realize like a lot of us are just very weak-minded. Even myself, I was very weak-minded. I have a routine in base now, and it's helped so much. Man, this light's bright, I tell you what. But I'm gonna start doing talks here. This kind of be the area I start doing my talks, even on my Instagram. And if you follow me on there, you see stories of everything I do in my routine that I'm about to talk about. But I wake up at 4:15. I was doing 4:25, but I decided, I want to do 4:15. I want to push myself a little bit, and Not in any sense that, I'm not sitting here saying it's the most optimal, but, when you're trying to build something, you're trying to become something, things aren't going to be optimal. The sleep isn't going to be optimal. Sacrifice your time now for, later down the future, later down the road, you can have that time back. You can maybe have that little longer sleep that you're wanting. Go to bed a little earlier, but I mean, there's times I'm staying up, I'm trying to work on things, build my knowledge so I can help, all of the guys that work with me and just help them building the best version of themselves, physically and mentally is the goal here. I'm trying to instill, a routine base. I'm doing the 5-4-5 method that I've learned from my own mentor that's helped me so much. The books I've read, I put it on my stories a lot on Instagram because there's so much knowledge and value that I feel like that a lot of people just overlook. And the simple answer to a lot of people's problems that we just don't realize that fixes a lot of things, it's just the discipline. It's the ability to have a desire, have your why are you doing what you're doing, what's the biggest reason, what do you want to do it for, and having persistence, knowing that you'll never stop. Doesn't matter what it looks like, doesn't matter if the vision's blurry. I'll tell you from now, vision gets blurry. There's times where the vision opens up now that I clearly have a routine and base to help me see it clearly. But there's times that it gets blurry. It's just how it is. It's gonna happen until eventually you get to the point where there's no fog in your way and you can clearly see the path that you're going down, the path that you want to go down, and nothing is getting in between. There's no fears anymore. At the beginning there's going to be lots of fears. That's part of it. It's part of the journey. Eventually you're going to look back at the own journey, and that's the struggle that you want to see. That's the thing that you're going to miss, is knowing that you went through these hardships and it got you to where you will be in that 3 to 6 months. Look long term, year. Don't look for that instant gratification. That's another thing. Instant gratification kills people's dreams, kills people's ability to achieve things. And I'm speaking from experience. I've attempted multiple businesses, and it's not because of the business itself didn't work or it wouldn't have worked. It's because simply the discipline in me to continue, the stress that it came with, and that I wasn't willing to put the effort in. By watching podcasts and reading books and stuff, I've learned, the men with the most money have the most stress. So if you're wanting to make that amount of money or have the fruits of the labor that you want, to be able to pursue a passion. I love fitness. I love getting people in shape. And now that I've realized the difference of mindset, I want to switch people's mindset because it's going to change every aspect of your life. I want to be able to monetize and build it as a passion so I can help others, but also do something that I can do for the rest of my life. And be able to have the fruits of my own labor of, putting myself in an environment. For 2 years, I wanted to do coaching for 2 years. I never did it because I realized there's things that I have to fix before I can even teach others mentally. It took some time for me to learn the differences, learn the struggles, even the physicality, the physique. It took me a lot of errors, and that's, the next thing you got to realize is, do you want to pay with time or do you want to pay with money? Because you can learn everything that, you might get someone for a coach or something, but you can also speed up exponentially the process to get there by paying with money. And that's what I did. I took the investment with my mentor. I don't have a lot of money to sit there and just pour into him, but me doing this is going to exponentially speed up the process of learning a lot of things, and also having a little bit of that accountability. Accountability helps you a lot, and everyone needs it. You got to drop the ego, and you got to understand there's so much things to learn in life that there's always someone with knowledge. Doesn't matter if they're above you or below you. Always listen. There's someone else that has knowledge that you can always benefit from. And so that's the thing. Do you want to wait those years, or would you like to know everything you're doing is going to work? It just comes down to hard work, consistency, and building a habits in place. The habits is what makes it to where when you have times you won't be able to make it through, the habits are going to keep you to be able to sit there and have that discipline to say, I'm gonna do it regardless of what my own conscious mind is telling me. Not the subconscious. The subconscious has no reality. The subconscious is what you're trying to make it see. Make the reality you want. Envision the man that you want to be in that 6 months or so to a year. Vision that. That's what you got to tell your subconscious mind, because it has no reality. It only has what you give it. So give it the information you want it. Now the conscious mind is only going to give you things that's going to try to hinder you, and you got to fight that. And that's why having those habits in place builds that discipline to make it where you'll never give up. You'll always want to focus on your path, on your goals, and you need structure because there's going to be a road that you're going on, and you're going to go on straight, and you're going to hit the road bumps, and you're going to accidentally take the wrong turn, and you got to veer back on path. You got to get back on the way, and that's where you have structure, habits, keeps you in line. Those habits that I wake up 4:15, 32 ounce of water, I do 50 push-ups, I go cold shower, now doing cold plunge, I get on my pool. It's cold, it's about 50 degrees, 60 degrees now. It's gonna get colder, but still, it's cold. Getting in the pool, do I want to do it? Like you saw in the beginning of the video, do I want to do it? No, I don't want to do it. It's not enjoyable looking at the alarm knowing I have to get up, but my desire is what gets me up. The reason of telling myself, when I look at the alarm, it's like, I got shit to do. There's so much knowledge I was trying to give you guys based off of what I've learned a lot, and so I want to kind of recap on a little bit of it. I won't go as much of a tangent I did. But moral of the story, I don't really know exactly where I'm off, I'll just be honest, but moral of the story is have a structured plan that's going to get you from point A to point B. Figure that out for yourself. Now, if you need help, that's exactly what I'm here for, other people here, other coaches, that's what that helps with. But you can do it on your own by just figuring out what do you need to get to your goal. For instance, what do you need? Say you're just trying to grow your own social media. What do you need to get there? Structure the plan of what's gonna be your needle movers. What's gonna move the needle forward every single solitary day? What's gonna be that for you? Is it gonna be making this X amount of content a day for your YouTube, this amount for your Twitch or streaming or whatever it could be? What is it? And you will figure it out. The more you do it, the more you'll figure out, okay, this is working, this is considered my needle mover, or I don't have this today, so I gotta put something here that's gonna help me. Or maybe the needle mover is just physicality. It doesn't have to be business related. Maybe it's like, okay, I want to make sure I hit this many grams of protein because I'm lacking on it, but that's going to move the needle of my progression or overall macros in general. I'm going to count my macros. I'm going to make sure I do this amount of workouts for this in this set range, depending on what a weakness is for you, but it's going to move you to that next level of achieving that physique you want. I'm going to do a recovery process because I'm always so sore and I'm having to recover too much. Now, mind you, recovery is very important. I'm going to do a cold ice bath later in the day or after my workout to recover. I'm going to get this amount of food, I'm going to get this fiber, just whatever. I'm going to, eat this for my amino acids that really help getting the micronutrients, etc. Whatever it is, you get the gist. Figure that out. Find out what's going to move you to every single day. 1% better. That's all that matters. If you can get 1% better, that's literally all that matters. And time will end up flying. Right now it feels like ages. Me just implementing my system of routine, adding 6 hours a day, it almost feels like 2 days in one. It's exponentially way more time added to my day that I can work on my business, I can work on my brand, I can work on just being able to have more time to connect with you guys. I also work a job as well. I also work a part-time job. I go to school full-time, so I do multiple things and I'm competing in my show, but that's all what this life's about is, as a man also, how much stress can you handle? Obviously not everyone wants so much stress, it takes time to build up to be able to handle more and more as you go. It's stagnant, you are the reason for it. Now, it's whether you sit down and actually try to figure out what are you doing that's not getting you to the next level. You're not putting more time, or you're not studying more, you're not just putting extra effort to it. At the end of the day, you have to be a madman to the thing you enjoy. The thing you enjoy. I love changing others' life. There's some things, those little things of like social media, things that I might not enjoy, but I gotta be a madman to it because eventually it becomes a second nature, and that's something I eventually do enjoy. You'll build the dopamine to that business. It's just as easy as you have that dopamine on your phone. You get that. Eventually, if you keep working enough on a business or building yourself, working out, you're not going to enjoy it at the start. When my first beginning working out, the beginning of my journey, I never enjoyed it at the start. There was motivation, it got me going, but I didn't enjoy it after that. After that, it was sheer just discipline of getting me there. Now, having a system with a partner helps and stuff, but within you is really what you want to fix. Me through the camera, can give you a little bit of that motivation, but it's not going to give you that discipline. It's going to teach you how to give yourself that discipline, but you have to build it yourself. I can't do it for you. That's truly what's going to get you that next level. When you're working out, there's going to be that time frame where you're not enjoying it, but once you do it for so long, it becomes second nature. Working out is like I have to get it done each day, unless it's a recovery day, but it's always an active recovery day. I'm always doing something that's going to be in the gym, physicality, something related. I'm doing cardio every single day. I enjoy it now. Now, cardio itself, it's not always enjoyable, but just the aspect of how I feel after is. And I know if I can't work out that day, I'm at least doing cardio because I know how I feel. It's part of just building the habits in place, because eventually I'm gonna enjoy doing the cardio. After so long, it's just gonna be something that I'll enjoy. You just gotta do things for so long until it becomes second nature, and it might not take that long as you think. You might think it takes a year. In reality, it could just take about 2 solid months of you doing it every day to becoming where now it's your regiment. Now when you travel, it's like, okay, the gym's around this hour, what can we do around that gym? Not, putting the gym around other things. Now, given if you're seeing family, you want to see your family, but you get the point. You gotta build the discipline so you can put it to work and put it into action. Only thing's gonna get you there is taking action. The world here doesn't owe us anything. It doesn't owe us anything at all. But if you capitalize and take action, you will get a world full of abundance and joy. But it's really up to you. So I'll leave it off at that. If there's ever a topic that you want more advice on or anything, DM me on Instagram. I love helping you guys with some advice. Or if you're looking to reach out because you just want that extra hand and you do need me to help you, guide you, I would love that. That's what I'm ultimately wanting to do, is help other men build their self using the systems that helped me. Let me know. But I'm gonna end it here. I'll catch you guys in the next video.